Hello guys, Jeff from Ethical Practice here. Today we're going to be talking about marketing. Yes, finally. I've had so many people asking me when am I going to talk about marketing, because really everyone wants to, get more clients, that sort of thing. But one of the points I want to make is that it's really important. Marketing is a really important facet, but we also need to consider what we do with our clients when we get them through the door. And I will look at that particular issue later down the track. But today we're definitely going to be talking about marketing. So it's essential to your practice. It's essential for your survival. We all need clients to survive, and marketing is the way in which we get clients in through our door in the first place. So what is it we need to create? What is essential for marketing for a successful campaign? Well, first we need to look at what marketing actually is. So for me, marketing is about education. It's about explaining to people what it is that you actually do, whether it be psychology, psychotherapy, Reiki, massage or acupuncture or Chinese herbs. And next we actually need to explain to people what it is that we can actually treat, whether it be anxiety, depression, irritable bowel syndrome, digestive issues, musculoskeletal issues, those sorts of things. And next we need to talk about the benefit, the outcome, the result associated with treatments that we provide. So it might be becoming more calm, being able to cope a little bit better. It might be being pain-free. Might be being more regular with your digestion. So we need to explain these things to people so that they can actually recognise what the benefit or the value is in our services to them. We also need to consider what our community needs when we're starting up in practice. So there would be no point, for instance, in focusing on fertility as being an area that you really want to practice in if your demographic is an aged demographic. It'd be effectively like selling ice to the Eskimos. They don't really need it, nor do they actually want it. Okay. So a successful marketing campaign requires 4 elements. First of all, we need to keep it simple. In many cases, what happens to us, because we want to provide more information and obviously we're very passionate about what we do, we can overwhelm people with information. So we need to keep it very simple. Number 2 is we need to create the hook, is what it's called in marketing, and that's really about creating interest. And a lot of times people might use things like flashy graphics or 20% discount, those sorts of things. I don't necessarily think that that's necessary, and I also think that sometimes that can actually devalue your product or your professional capacity. You could use things like asking a question, are you suffering from pain? Are you having trouble coping? Those sorts of things, because it creates interest. It asks a question, which creates the need for a response, and people are a lot more likely to read on further. Also, number 3, what you really need to be looking at with marketing particularly is consistency. You need to have your message out there again and again and again, because marketing research effectively tells us that it takes up to 6 points of exposure before people are likely to take action. So they need to see something from you 6 times before they're even likely to consider taking action. So again, you're much better off spending a little bit of money more regularly than spending a lot of money in one hit. You're more likely to get a better response long term. And number 4 is refine your process. So to do this, it's really about measuring the success of your marketing campaigns, and you can do this by having a questionnaire when people ring in. How did you hear about us? You can also do it by having a questionnaire on your intake sheets. How did you hear about us? And that way it helps you to assess whether your marketing is actually being effective, and if it's not, being able to adjust it so that it's likely to become more effective over time. So they're the essentials of marketing. Next time we're going to talk about the cheapest ways to market. So look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for your time. Any suggestions or comments, feel free to throw them in the box below. Thanks for your time.